So I guess after you run your car, you're probably gonna want to wash it. Not this one, not that one, this one. We ran it outside of the dirt. We're doing the seal, the testing on it, and now we need to clean it. We still have a wheel that is off that we're gonna have to take out and fix. Look at this, it's almost brand new. Okay. Okay, I can remove this. It's pretty filthy. Now everything inside is pretty close, so I'm not worried about any damages. I'm just gonna dry it. After you do this, you're gonna want to dry your car pretty good. But the water, it's much less damage than what the dirt is going to do. And since it's a waterproof vehicle, should not have a problem. Now, let's do this real quick. Just open by itself. Just gonna tilt it sideways a bit. Let's hang it here on this bush. Perfect. Hanging it to dry. The wheels got really dirty. We still need to fix the one that came out. This is not really how you want to clean your RC. This is part of my abuse test that I'm running right now to see like how much abuse you need in order to make this thing actually break. And so far I don't have stuff that break because it's defective. I have stuff that keep breaking because it did not get assembled right. So I think that this thing is just good overall. It's just like bad execution at the factory of putting this together. And now we're going to check also the water durability and water proving that they did on this, how good it is. I almost forgot, the backside is the one that gets most dirty, and you definitely want to clean that. Look at that, it's a brand new R5. The first tricycle vehicle ever made. Now it's clean. I can put it on my workbench without worrying too much. Okay, so we are back. The car was performing pretty good today, but this thing came out. This thing came out from here because those pins flown off. I just cut a piece of metal to do the repair, but this is another repair that you're going to need to pay attention to. It's actually not really a repair, it's another Loctite issue. There is a set screw here that you will open with your 2.5mm socket. This thing need to get Loctite on it, and then this issue will be gone as well. So far, well, we pretty abuse this vehicle a lot today. I cannot emphasize how much we abused it today. We ran it on top of any bed surface that we could find. We hit stuff on purpose and it did not break. We just have a part flown off that I'm gonna fix right now, and I'm gonna go over the rest of the wheel and fix the same issue and make sure that this all stay good. And as long as it's tight and have Loctite on it, I don't see any issue with it. That's it, it's locked in place. Okay, that's it. This thing is fixed. The problem that was there completely gone right now. We put the Loctite. When you put the Loctite, please let it dry for at least 5 hours, or even leave it overnight. It's going to be much better. If you don't do that, the Loctite will not going to be dry enough and it can shoot itself out. I'm going to put the wheel back. And what I'm gonna do, I have some Loctite here left over. I'm putting the Loctite on the nut. It's a big vehicle and you want to have some Loctite on the nut. You still can open it. If you got to a situation that you cannot open it, it means that the vehicle is completely wrecked already, so it's not really gonna matter too much. But right now just put a little bit of a Loctite, so if the wheel gets stuck on something and you go backward, forward, or anything, it will prevent it from actually getting loose and breaking the hub as well. Okay, this wheel is completely repaired. Now I'm gonna go to the other wheels and repeat this. I see that this one is a little bit loose, so I'm assuming, yeah, it's have the same problem. Actually, the rear wheel, the nut was completely out. So I'm gonna fix this real quick and also put Loctite on it. Yeah, there's no damage or anything. This is the pin that we were repairing earlier. If you go through the hub, yeah, I could already feel that the nut inside is open. It's actually not a nut, it's a set screw. I'm gonna pull it out. Yeah, there it is. There's not a drop of Loctite on it. I think this vehicle is great. Again, it's only stupid Loctite issue. If you're in the hobby, it's not only to go and play. You have to work on your vehicle, and part of the fun is working on the vehicle and solve all those problems. I know a lot of people that are new to the hobby, that are not doing this for about 20 or 30 years, and everybody got so spoiled. In the old days, we will build our own vehicle, and when you build your own vehicle, you will know every part and you will know what you did wrong, and you will go and fix it. But we will buy a 110 scale kit without a motor, without absolutely nothing, and you're looking at $450 for a kit that did not have anything with it. You will get a kit, you will build it. It was mostly plastic, and then you will have to buy a brushed motor that was a lot of money, with a ESC that was also a lot of money, and at the end of it you will have a $1,000 RC car that you put together. Nobody did anything on it for you. So today, to get a vehicle that's running that big for around $800 and not stop complaining on small stuff, I think it's stupid and it's ridiculous. Not stupid and ridiculous because you have to do it yourself. It's stupid and ridiculous because you refuse to do it. This is your hobby. You need to make those things work. The fact that right now that they're gonna recall those vehicles because something stupid that most people could fix themselves, I think it's pretty sad, because when product like this will disappear from the market, obviously other product that exist right now will be more expensive because the other company will claim, oh, our vehicle is better, we can up the price. And I'm talking about Traxxas. Just a couple tips. Now I'm gonna close the rest and then we're gonna go for another run. Thank you for watching. It's Eric, RC Monster Garage. Those series of video right now is just to show that this vehicle is not a bad vehicle. It got a lot of abuse today. So far we haven't broke anything. We just got parts coming off because the Loctite was not there, and a lot of vibration because it's a big motor, big ESC, a lot of speed. I'm gonna go back for the next videos and show you some cool stuff with it. Thank you again, Eric, RC Monster Garage. I want to show one more tip over here. The bumper on the R5, I figure out how to solve the problem of it. Again, it's something really stupid need to be done. These parts need to get flipped up. Those parts and this need to go directly the other way around. This is going to go up, and then it will not do this anymore. I'm going to put the camera on my head, so hopefully it's getting the video good, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix this as well. I'm sure that a lot of you guys that like this vehicle will not going to return it, so just so you see how to do this. Hopefully this is straight. I'm going to start by removing the front. And again, I was keep talking earlier in my other video that this is a good vehicle. I'm still completely supporting it. I think this vehicle is great, and it's have a lot of potential. It's a new vehicle that just got released, and a lot of people was talking smack against it, and it's very bad because the reaction that got from other people, including the representative of Redcat, is that the vehicle is bad, and it's not. It was working really good, and Redcat was being very responsible. They listened to some of the people talking smack online, all the lazy people. They refuse to see how to solve stuff like this, and instead of fixing the problem, those people actually said that the vehicle is no good. And I will show you how you solve everything yourself. So if you do have this vehicle, you're going to be able to enjoy it. We ran it this morning at a park. We did some jump with it. We actually crashed purposely into a wood piece and make a ramp out of it. Try to break the vehicle, and it did not break. So please bear with me. I'm going to show you guys all the tricks and all the fix. What I'm doing right now, those two screws over there, they're just the support for this bumper. There is a nut on the other side right there that you have to push in. Okay, and those are out a little bit more here. That's it. Okay, this piece is out. What we do, we're gonna just going to install it other way around. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna close everything down, and I'm gonna try it. With my visual of how this thing works, this should be the remedy to fix it. You're gonna see in a second if I'm right or wrong. Meanwhile, I wanted to say something. I saw a lot of people writing kind of bad reviews to some of what I have to say. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm taking my time to show you guys how to fix this problem. I'm not getting paid by Redcat. I'm just supporting that we're gonna have alternative to all the big brands that charging so much money. And I want people to see that this is a vehicle that can work and can be a cheap alternative. And if you're gonna do what I'm showing, you're gonna have a vehicle that is much better than the Traxxas X-Max. It's much cheaper, and the parts will be cheaper for it. And I see a lot of kids that have no dignity writing, betting about me and about what I say and about Redcat, and I don't think it's fair. If you haven't tried something yourself, you should not open your mouth and say that you think that it's a bad thing. Now I'm just gonna close those two screws. I'm just gonna pull them out to where I can see that it's gonna fit, and it's fit perfectly. Yeah, it's fit perfectly. And as I see it, with my way of thinking and with my engineering degree, I think that this thing just got put in the wrong way, because right now this is sitting perfect and it will be able to absorb a little bit better. And for this, you can just take, for the front bumper, you can just take a bumper from one of the other Redcat vehicles, such as the Rampage V3 Pro. They have a stronger bumper that can adjust to this, and it's a much stronger system. Yeah, I just flipped it, and now it's gonna work like the spring it's supposed to be. Yes, it's closed pretty strong, and I make sure everything is tight. It's funny because on this part you don't really need Loctite because it's plastic to plastic, only plastic to metal on this vehicle need. Okay, now I want to show you. Now it's even hard for me to push it in. It was very easy before. This is very hard, and this will be a great bumper right now. This is how this bumper should have been assembled at the factory, going up, creating an arch that can take some of the pressure and release it right away and not breaking. The way that they did it going down, it will just flip backward very easily. This is much stronger right now, and I think it will work better. The other remedy is to take 2 shocks of a 1/10 scale front, put them front to back over here, and then when you hit, it's just going to absorb the entire impact. If you want to do it something that it's a little bit better. So far, what we did, we Loctite the wheels, we Loctite the wheel hub, the wheel X, the center shaft. Everything else looked pretty good so far. The motor was working excellent. It did not get hot at all. And I have another contraption that I did over here. I have another extension to extension to extension that hooking up with the DIN plug. This is a big no-no. And I did it on purpose instead of using the X90, because this should cause the motor to heat up, and it didn't. So it still, the system worked for me pretty good. See you on the next video. I'm gonna do another bashing run with it. Thank you.